Sometimes it takes me a long time because it's just a short, you know what I'm saying? So it takes me a long time, like I may have seen a video before. And where am I at? Yeah, I may have seen a video before, but I can't remember who did it because everybody's doing shorts, you know what I'm saying? But this short that I'm about to play from Your True Captain is exactly what I've known for a long time. And that is a lot of these white racists online who are always talking all this nonsense. When you really, really get to see what these people look like, you will get to see that they are usually fat, overweight losers that live with either their grandmother or their mother. They don't have a job. They've never had vagina, not even once in their life. And they have all this, see, they have all this vitriol because they're losers, because they're losing in life. And what losers do is instead of fixing themselves, because these people always love to talk about their high IQ. We have higher IQs than you. You blacks have low IQ. Really, really, really. But we're winning and you're not, you know? I told the story before of uh, my early YouTube. I think it was my first YouTube channel when I was talking MGTOW stuff, right? And some of the guys would say, let's go on to, I forget what these platforms were called, like Google, what was it? Google Voice, a video chat. I think they discontinued one of those apps or whatever. So I would talk to some of the guys. Some of the guys were cool. But this one guy, he was a young white guy. And he was gone. He lived with his grandmother, and I didn't show him. I didn't show my face when we would chat here and there. But I remember, like, all of a sudden the racist stuff started to come out, and I told him one day, I was like, you know, you live with your grandmother, you don't have a job. You're telling me that you're not looking for a job. You're broke. Why don't you worry about that instead of talking about black men, black men, black? He goes, hey, wait a minute. You sound like a black man. Are you a black man? I said, yeah, I'm a black man, boy. I'm a black man. And then he got real quiet and he hung up and he never talked to me again. See, this is what but I'm glad I found this clip because I already knew this. A lot of this hatred of black people revolves around jealousy. I thank you, Your True Captain, because this is what an online white racist looks like, generally. There needs to be a show to fucking dox these people. I'm not talking about show their address, but just like all these other shows, you follow them around and you show their face. Fuck them, seriously. This is what they look like. They're just jealous because they're financially losing, they're sexually losing. They ain't getting nothing.
You hate black people too?
Yeah.
And nothing's gonna ever change that.
No.
Hmm.
You should go to Memphis.
Okay.
It's for black folks. Call it Memphrica, like Memphis, Africa.
Oh yeah, and what do they call it where you're from? Quahog? Hey Lois! Hey Lois, look! It's me! Hey Quagmire! Hey Quagmire, look! It's my twin! Hey Brian! Hey Brian, call Joe! This is crazy! Oh! Peter! What's with the face? What, I'm the bad guy now? You decided to play these games with me, and now I'm the bad guy? All jokes aside, don't you think you're a little bit too obese to be doing all this? I mean, what do you hate about blacks the most, really?
Their blackness. And their dick's too big. And they get all the white women, too.
And maybe if you didn't look like a fucking sea lion, we wouldn't have to plow through these snow bunnies like Santa's sleigh. Hey, black people too?
Their blackness Their dicks are too big, and they're getting all the white women. Why are they? Why are these racists always thinking about our junk? Why? Why? What man obsesses over another man's junk? I've told this story before, and I'm going to say it again because it's the truth. When I was in the army, in basic training, and we were all showering, all the guys were showering together, and something told me to. Well, I dropped the soap. Don't forget about that. I didn't drop it for anything. It just slipped out of my hand, and I picked the soap up and I looked up, and this young white kid. He was like 19 at the time. His dick was literally down to his knees. I ain't never seen a dick that big, and it was thick like a damn rope. And I said, "Good Lord, boy!" And everybody started laughing. I said, "Damn, I'm gonna have to start calling you Mr. Ed or something like that." And everybody was screaming. I was like, "There's no brother in this shower that got a dick as big as yours." That's exactly what I ain't never seen. I ain't got nothing like that. How long is that? That's easily. I think he had. I think he had. I don't know. Maybe 11 inches long. It was crazy. This dude was a. This dude was a fucking baby donkey. That's exactly what he was, man. And I was walking around. I walked past his bunk. I was talking to him. And I kept the joke going. It was just a joke. I said, "Damn, bro!" I saw his fiance. This skinny little Becky, man, she was like a hundred pounds. And I said, "Bro," he goes, "What, bro?" I said, "How do you fit it all in there?" He goes, "Well, you just gotta try." Just like, so this whole notion that every black man is packing is a fucking lie. It's a lie. But this is what the racists do. They obsess over the black man's junk. This is weird to me. But this is what an online white racist would typically look like. A fat loser. A Peter Griffin sea lion motherfucker. Seriously.